very effective along the lines of what we have told you, that our governor will continue to ensure that projects are executed, interface with relevant organs of government at different levels will be strengthened for the purpose of advancing the more agenda, and that we will continue to smoothen our relationship with federal bodies, starting from the Presidency to all other agencies of government, all with a view to ensuring that our state benefit maximally from whatever it is that we can get, so that at the end of the day, we're able to make life much more livable for our people. First, we started on Sunday by joining the federal government for the concessioning of the Benin Onitsha Expressway, dual carriage. That is going to ease off transportation along that corridor, and we very much support that initiative of the federal government. And as a government and administration, we wholeheartedly welcome the idea, so that that road will become much more motorable in the course of time. And on Monday, you also saw the Minister of Works, former Governor Umahi, as well as our own governor, who represented the president, still underlining the very cordial relationship that we maintain with the federal government. And we have made it very clear over time that at the moment we have one president, and we will continue to cooperate with that president for the purpose of ensuring that our country functions. And that is what we're doing. And in line with that relationship, very cordial at that, the president has approved that the Ministry of Works proceed to complete the construction of the alignment, which is called the 2A, that will link up the second Niger Bridge and ease a number of transportation that will come into our capital territory when they may not have any business passing through the capital territory, so that from the Asaba axis, they can tee off through that alignment, which is about 17.5 kilometers to the approach of the bridge, second Niger Bridge, and then proceed to the eastern flank. That particular construction for us is not just about linking people of the two regions, in this case, the south-south and the southeast. But it is also a connection that will further advance the development of our capital territory, and to a very large extent add value to our own economy as a state. So we welcome it wholeheartedly. Our governor, who represented the president at that function, has pledged that as a state, we will cooperate, we will support every effort by the federal government to ensure that that particular construction is completed, so that that alignment becomes something that our people can easily pass through. Days, not on a holiday, but on a working visit. And in the course of that, a whole lot was achieved. A whole lot was given to our people, and that has been very appreciative. We want to say a very big thank you to our First Lady and our own daughter, who has also shown us love from that Olympian height. She came, brought in a number of medical kits, brought in a whole number of other items for the purpose of getting our younger ones to indeed rise and shine. In the first day, over 10,000 medical kits were distributed to the 6 states of the South-South, using our own state as a point of contact. And of course, you saw the number of first ladies from across this sea geopolitical zone, identifying with the very noble efforts of our dear First Lady in our country. We welcomed her. She was also very happy of the reception that we accorded her in the course of the visit. We are very, very pleased with the things she has come to do in our state. In the second day, students also gathered, corps members, for the purpose of also providing them some other items that will enable them to indeed to be bold in the course of time. And you needn't ask why that was specifically for the girl child. It was because he believed that the underserved need to be taken care of, and of course, to mitigate the effects of the economic challenges that indeed are quite visible across the length and breadth of our federation, which we also see a number of efforts towards addressing it by the different tiers of government, and specifically the federal government. The wife of the president, in the course of the presentation on the first day, apologized to nurses. Why was that apology? Because this particular tranche of the visit and the giveaways had to do with midwives. And she said, nurses, we are giving to midwives now because of the peculiar nature of their own assignment, particularly when they have to do with delivery of babies. And that in the course of time, riding on the platform of the Renewed Hope Initiative, that it will be torn of the nurses in due course. That what they have now is to first of all attend to the midwives. Of course, you expect the nurses who had hoped that they can be placed at par with the midwives to begin to feel somehow. They danced before that time. They were very happy. They welcomed her. There was no any incident of anybody booing anybody in case anybody thought that there was any resentment. But of course, because a few of them felt that they too should have also collected what was already given out to the midwives. And so when there was just a little chorus, a few of them playfully, if you looked at it, those who were singing, playfully now sang a different tune. So for those who thought that that was the characteristics of that particular gathering, that wasn't the characteristics of that gathering. It was just a response of a very few on account of the fact that they felt that what was given to the midwives ordinarily should have also been given to them. So those who are very busy in the social media, playing and trying to convey what is in their own mind, not in our mind, and then making it look as if that was the characteristics of that particular gathering, we want to tell them that that was not the exact situation in that particular gathering. As a state, we are very, very, very pleased with what the First Lady came to do in our state. We appreciated her. We welcomed it. And for the fact that she has been to Delta twice in the course of her sojourn in the last 21 months is something that we should be cheerful about. For somebody who has brought succor, she had had cause before now in her first visit to bring items that were distributed to different homes, food items. Even in the course of this visit, the wife of the vice president was also involved in the distribution of items to some of our persons for the purpose of making life much more livable. Those who have that thing at the back of their mind will now proceed again to possibly want to paint a different picture, but this is just what the picture is. We're not hiding anything. We're not going to begin to tell you that this one happened in Ugiloje. The First Lady landed in Asaba and departed from Asaba, did not even get to Isile Asaba, let alone going to Abo. So those who were putting out those stories, you can see the level of ignorance that was actually being exhibited by those who were giving the narratives.